Alright, I'm back. Ah, let's do this, folks. Bum 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 bum. Hey, everybody! Oh shit, fuck this. I'm gonna plug in the other one. He's gonna shut off on me mid-battle or something. Not my luck, you know. Alright, now we're ready. Boom, 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 boom. Alright. There we go. If it's a stealth ops rescue mission with our fellow ninjas, then we gotta go dressed appropriately. Ready for action. So when they first released Heavensward and allowed flight and all that, with ether current of course, only certain mounts could fly and others could not. So you had to use this black chocobo to fly. You couldn't use the regular company chocobo you started with, even after unlocking all the ether currents. It wasn't until a later update where they made it so any mount could fly. And even the mount guide used to tell you, I think. Yeah, it says right there. Terrestrial, even though this one can fly. But then other ones... Oh, never mind. That just means how it... Even if you're moving along the ground, it doesn't make footsteps, basically. So this one won't make footsteps. So... Oh, right, there was something in the mount roulette or something. You could set it so that only, like, flying mounts or something like that. Yu Hase. The mere mention of the name calls to mind the moment I felt the kiss of cold steal against my neck. Yeah. We should get, That would take too long right now, I think. What's he here saying? It has been a while since I last wore this garb. Since I came to Revenant's Toll, my days have been spent in kitchens. Fear not, however. Though I have learned to wield a skillet, I have not forgotten the use of a dagger. Me neither. It's been a while since I've been a ninja too, but I dare say I'm not too rusty as a ninja either. So I think I'm ready for this. Let's see where it is real quick. There it is. Oh god, here we go. Yu Hase. He still remembers what the kiss of cold steel against his neck felt like, right? Well, why don't we get a, as they say in sports or something, why don't we get like a quick little a quick replay of that, shall we? Hold on, see, there's Alfino with the sword at his neck, just like he brought up right now.
どういうことだ
どうもこうもご覧の通りです総帥すべてはエオルゼアのために
What the fuck, dude? That dude has an intimidating fucking voice. Holy shit. That's insane. So yeah, there you go, Alfino. There's your reminder of what happened to you with Yu Hase. The cold steel against your neck was the least of your worries when he responded to you with a voice like that. I have been expecting... You know what? They probably gave him that voice because they were planning to change everybody's voice anyway once Heavensward came around. And that was the end of A Realm Reborn, so like, whatever, that guy works, fuck it. I have been expecting you. Time is of the essence, so I shall be direct. Yu Hase and his men are bound for Halatali. We believe that this is where they intend to carry out the execution. Hazan is presently keeping watch over the entrance. Let us make haste and join him. Let's do it. Raban's ties to Halatali are well known. That Ilbert should choose this of all places to stage his execution is no coincidence. The Fiend! Are there no depths to which he will not stoop? I'm with you, Alfino. That guy's a fucking asshole. That's supposed to be a childhood friend, too. Fucking prick. You come at a good time, my friends. But moments ago, the traitor Ilbert arrived and entered Halatali. From this, we may be certain that General Raban is being held within. Indeed. Keeping the flame alive. There is no time to lose. General Alden may be executed at any moment. You must enter Halatali and free him from his captors. Please see to your preparations and tell me when you are ready to proceed. One of our own will accompany you inside. Look at those pricks. Still wearing the uniforms we gave them. Acting like they own the place. Oh! Waifu! Yugiri! Waifu Yugiri.
Pray, forgive me my lateness.
That's what I'll call her from now on. Just kidding. Maybe sometimes.
Lady Yugiri!
Master Alphino, I am pleased to see that the light of resolve shines in your eyes once more.
Ah, yes. How pathetic I must have seemed to you when we last met. I am ashamed to recall it. For a time I was well and truly lost. But with the aid of my comrades, I have since refound my purpose, and I shall take care not to misplace it again.
Attaboy, Alfie.
Since your escape from Ulda, my fellow shinobi and I have shadowed the Crystal Braves every step, in hopes of learning the Scion's whereabouts. Regrettably, our investigation has yet to yield any useful information. Pray, forgive us.
You need not apologize, my lady. We are grateful for all that you have done on our behalf. Besides, Raoban is no less a friend, and we cannot well abandon him to his fate.
Hozan, the three of us shall attend to the Flame General's rescue. Pray, draw away the guards by the entrance. Take Dowade and Higiri with you.
To know I've said their names right. Whoa. There he goes.
With me!
Lead the charge, Lady Ninja Waifu Yugiri. Lady Ninja Waifu Yugiri. I actually like the sound of that. Rolls right off the tongue a little bit. And we get the kick-ass music. Not a soul from the Colosseum to be seen. This bodes ill. Take the lead, Leon. I shall follow close upon you. Right on. You don't have to tell me twice. Let's fucking do this shit. It's our first victim. Hope this works. They're probably gonna give me away. Damn it! Oh well. Surprise! Scions are back, assholes.
Away with you!
Prick. Yeah, I won't be able to do that yet, so I'll have to speed myself up the old-fashioned way. once that recharges.
Leave this to me.
Nothing that way. Let's just take this shortcut. Raban! The general! But where are his captors? I mislike the look of this. General! You came. You alright, dude? How do we get him out of this thing? He is bound by some manner of magitech device. Yet I dare not force it open. It may well be booby-trapped. I have heard of such devices. The Crystal Braves will possess the key. Let us split up and look for it. Excuse me? That will not be necessary. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. Oh wait, his Japanese voice. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. I can't do it, dude. That dude's voice is inimitable. I can't do that shit. Okay. Pray do not take it personally, my friends. You are the victims of harsh economic conditions. Happily, you will not suffer for long. This poison will convey you swiftly into the bosom of Thal, where I hope to join you, after the passing of many prosperous years. Over my dead body, asshole. You're the one who's gonna die first, if I have anything to say about it. You like the sound of that? Both of us pulling out our blades at the same time? Farewell, friends. Oh, and do try to relax. They tell me struggling only makes it worse. Confound it, the mist stifles my healing. Leave me. Save yourselves. Oh shit, he's dying. We cannot let them escape. Leon, force the gate. I'm with you, Alfino. Beasts? The mist must be drawing them. Monsters? Where? Oh shit, he's right. Ha! The way is clear. The mist remains. We must stop it at the source. Yep. I shall tend to the general. Pray see to the mist and the key. Alright. The Braves have the key. Yeah, we deduced that. Don't worry, Raban, we got you. Come on, Alfino, we gotta go. Otherwise, we're all gonna choke to death. Keep up, motherfucker! Don't get stuck fighting him, Alfino. We gotta find that damn key. But meanwhile, Yuguri is basically just spamming potions or something on Raban to keep him alive. Oh, there we go. Humming atomizer. Mugging the machine. How much money could it possibly have? Alright, I have this now too. That takes care of the mist. Oh, the mist is cleared. Next to find the key and Raban and free Raban. Yep. Off we go. Good, his health is going back up. Look at those fools. They probably think we're dead, don't they? Surprise, motherfucker. How did they survive the poison? You thought that was gonna kill us? Ah, looks like we'll just have to finish the job. Slit his throat. Oh, I can't. Assholes. I take great pleasure in this. The key! Take it to Robon. Yeah, I know what to do with it. It's a long way back, though. Yeah, needless to say, I was hyped as fuck. Just like right now. I was hyped as fuck to do this my first time through. I was like, hell yeah, we get to save our boy Robon finally. And, you know, get a little bit of payback against these traitorous bastards. This was very satisfying. But it's not over yet. My blades still thirst for more blood. That's why they glow that crimson hue right there. They lust for more! This ought to do it. Damn. Missing an arm. My... thanks. Slowly, General. You are yet weak from your ordeal. Nevertheless, we must quit this place. Yeah, we gotta get the fuck out of here. I should have known. What are clever contrivances to the Warrior of Light? Well done, hero. I recognize that voice anywhere. Illbird! Exactly. You mean to struggle on, then? Very well. If you would stand in my way, I will cut you down like all the rest. Come, scions, let's get this over with. Oh, I'm gonna enjoy kicking the shit out of you. Bring it on. The Sultan's assassins are here. Crystal Braves, to arms! Whatever it takes to survive. Listen to that piece of shit. Acting like they're the good guys. I am no hero. Never was and never will be. Laurentius, I fucking trusted you, you asshole. I gave him a second chance. Come here, prick. You're mine. Oh, I guess I have to take care of you first, huh? Asshole. Trust me, I enjoyed every fucking punch. Every slice and lightning bolt. Fuck that asshole.
This changes nothing.
Yeah, fuck you,
It is over, Illbird. Lay down your arms and surrender yourself to justice.
Justice? Justice for what exactly? 'Twas not I who assassinated the Sultana, boy.
You admitted it, prick.
Ere we debate who is responsible for the assassination, I would ask whether an assassination took place at all.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, clever little shite.
Wrecked.
If you think you fight for justice, lad, you best wake up. The truth is, you fight for whoever bloody well tells you to. Can you not see you're being used? By the Scions, the City-States, even the Crystal Braves. They none of them care a whit what you want. Only what you can do for them. And how do I know this? Because I'm the same. A pawn to be used as my masters see fit. All I ever wanted was to liberate my homeland. And I ate dirt to make it happen. But what have I achieved after all these years in servitude? Nothing. Not a bloody thing. If we ourselves are not free, free to think and to act, how are we ever to reclaim our homeland? Know this. There is nothing I would not give to take back Alamigo. Nothing!
Oh, for fuck's sake, we're ninjas. Did we really fall for that?
You'll not get away!
No, Master Alpha, no. Now is not the time.
I'm but a cripple and a fool. And still you came for me. I'm in your debt.
We are all of us fools of fate, General. But even fools have a part to play.
On your feet, Gladiator. This fight is not over.
Rest assured, I was not planning to die till I'd avenged the Sultana. Still, your words are welcome, lad. Know this, Ilberd. There is nothing I would not give to see you pay for what you've done. My wealth, my arm, my life. Nothing.
General, are you aware that Lord Lolorito has yet to announce the Sultana's death to the public?
Damn straight, Robon, I'm with you.
What? No. No, I was not aware of that, nor of anything else outside my cell. 'Tis passing strange, though. I assumed the bastard would make it known at the first opportunity, and set about tearing down the Sultanate.
As did we all. And it is indeed strange that he did not. Strange, or perhaps revealing. Now, I have no conclusive proof, nor do I wish to give you false hope, but I have reason to believe that Her Grace may yet live.
What? But how can that be?
Forgive me, friends, but it is not safe here. Let us continue this conversation without.
I think it might end up boiling down to a simple case of chaos. The chaos that would ensue from announcing her death and everything else. Chaos, not good for business. I think they've already touched on that. The general is safe. What news without? My lady, the guards have been subdued as per your command. We have since kept watch over the entrance. There has been no further activity. Then Ilberd and his minions have fled via some other egress. Scour the perimeter for signs of their passing. At once, my lady. Ilberd of all people should know what the ninjas are capable of. Since, you know, it's how we track down, Wayu. Excuse me? General Alden, I presume, and the Scions of the Seventh Dawn? You want to scrap too? Who are you? Identify yourself! Pray do not be alarmed. My mistress is a friend, and I come bearing a message of goodwill. For your own safety, she bade me direct your steps to the Waking Sands. Know that Master Uyanje awaits you there, along with others sympathetic to your cause. This is no ruse, I assure you. General Alden, if you will come with me, I have prepared a carriage that you may travel in comfort, safe from prying eyes. A bit shady, but... I have spoken with Uyanje via Link Pearl. He confirms the man's story. Raban is in safe hands. Let us make our own way to Vesper Bay. Well, okay then. So yeah, that bastard Ilbert got away, but at least I got to kick his ass. That gave me some satisfaction, until the next time I see his sorry ass.
My dearest friends, praise be unto the 12 for delivering you from the clutches of treachery.
Father!
Pippin!
Pippin! My son! And Master Papashan besides!
Forgive me, Father. I should have been at Her Grace's side.
Save your tears. The Sultana yet lives.
Oh shit!
You!
It's official then.
It was I who arranged this gathering. And judging by your perplexed expressions, it would seem introductions are in order. I am Dulala, head of the Order of Noldthor, and member of the Syndicate.
We saw her in The Realm Reborn, but we didn't get to hear her speak before.
What you said about the Sultana, is it true? Is she alive?
Young man, I understand you were with the Sultana when she drank from the poisoned goblet and collapsed. Would I be correct in assuming that you did not personally verify Her Grace's vital signs?
I didn't even get a fucking chance. The bastard Teleji came in and
Why
busted
ask
me.
when 'tis plain you know the answer?
Calm yourself, General, and let me finish. The truth is not as you imagine it. You are all victims of a most ingenious ruse. A ruse conceived to eliminate the threat posed by Teleji Adeleji. 'Tis my belief that Teleji plotted the Sultana's assassination alone, but that Lolorito caught wind of his plot and exploited it to his own ends.
Like a true capitalist, okay,
He
what are you
sought
doing?
to manipulate you into eliminating Teleji for him, and you duly obliged. At one fell swoop, he removed his two foremost rivals, all the while remaining above suspicion.
Clever bastard.
God strike me down for a fool. But the Sultana, how can it be that she lives?
She lives because Lolorito willed it. Her own lady-in-waiting is but one of his many little birds. By her sleight of hand, the poison was switched for a less deadly draught before it could reach her mistress's lips.
Some manner of sedative, perchance? Of a potency sufficient to induce a slumber like unto death.
Shit like that exists in real life, by the way. You can't make someone look dead when they're not.
Were I to guess, I would say Her Grace is being held somewhere, dreaming dreams of a brighter Uldar, even as we speak.
Oh, Nanamo. I will never forgive Lolorito for his part in this.
Though Lolorito's hands are far from clean, they did pluck Her Grace from the jaws of death. That must count for something. And though one may call the man's methods into question, it cannot be denied that he knows the value of stability, to the very gill, like as not. He craves power, 'tis true, but he has no desire to depose the Sultana.
Again, chaos is bad for
I
business.
have never taken sides in your feud with the monetarists, but it was not for want of concern for our nation's welfare. Indeed, 'twas out of the desire to see order restored that I furnished your Far Eastern friends with information, and arranged this gathering.
Oh, snap.
I hope you are ready to work, General, for there is much work to be done. Our first priority must be to bring matters back into balance. Lest you forget Her Grace's words, the true wealth of Uldar lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people.
Yugri just had her arms crossed, and then the very next shot she's like
As
this.
for the more worldly kind of wealth, I am content to let Lolorito help himself to whatever Teleji Adeleji left behind.
She's probably a fuck ton.
You, meanwhile, must do that which you alone can do. Rescue Her Grace and take your place at her side once more, for her sake and that of our nation.
So I realized I forgot to comment on something, because so much happened right after, but... Once again, when Ilbert was addressing us, when he said, you know, he was basically saying, why do you keep working blindly for these people? Like, they don't have your best interests in mind, they're just using you, just like other people have used me. You know, describing his adventurous life, when he was trying to scrounge up money and power to take back Alamigo, but people just used him instead and didn't do shit for him to help him actually do that, take back Alamigo from the Garleans. He's saying that I'm being used in the exact same way. That, like, basically, I just keep... It's what I've been kind of echoing since Realm Reborn, even before we met Ilberd. Where, like, the whole thing with Leviathan and everything, where I'm like, it just feels like I'm just being used by these people. Like, they take me for granted. Even if they're not using me nefariously or conscious of the fact that they do this, it seems like they just take me for granted as, like, a yes man. And that's all I ever do, too, is just nod my head and agree, yeah, I'll go do this, yeah, I'll go do that. I take orders like it's nothing, and sometimes even in the dialogue, the NPCs kind of, they reflect that a little bit, because they'll just be like they already expect you to say yes. They'll just tell you to go do something, already knowing you're going to agree to it. And so it's like, it's easy to start to feel like what Ilbert was saying is actually kind of true. Like, you're just kind of a pawn being used by the Scions and everybody else. And he was basically encouraging us to learn to think for ourselves and stuff. Obviously, he was, you know, just butthurt that he lost and was trying to, like, shake us a little bit and shake our resolve to try and weaken us in a way, psychologically. But there is still some truth to what he's saying. We do kind of just always nod along and say yes and go along with everything. And even Midgard Zormer brought this up way before Ilbert did, when we first met him. He asked us if we are the masters of our own destiny or our fate. And he asked us, what if we rot by our own volition, basically? Basically asking us, do we think for ourselves? Hilbert was basically bringing up the same topic that Midgard Zormer brought up. Asking us, the main character, if we actually think for ourselves or if we just constantly take orders from everybody blindly. Which is obviously a very dangerous thing to do, to just fall into that habit of nodding along and going, yep, sure, So that's two people now. Midgard Zormer and Ilbert, who have planted those seeds of doubt in our head. Or tried to, anyway. Asking us, you know, if we really feel like we're doing the right thing just by constantly saying yes to everything higher-ups tell us to do. What's your take on this, Yuri? My fellow Domans and I are glad to have been of service in the Flame General's rescue. Excuse me. If there is aught else we can do, know that we are ever at your disposal. Thank you, Yugri. Lady Ninja Waifu Yugri. I like the sound of that. Also, did her outfit change, or is it just... The hood is gone. I think it's just the hood's gone, but... It does look a little different, though. I don't know. How are you doing, Robon? It avails us not to dwell upon that which we have lost. Nay, we must focus on protecting that which we yet have. For those we can yet save. Father's spirit burns as fiercely as it ever has. I was proud of him when he ruled the Blood Sands as the Bull of Elamigo, and I am proud of him now. Agreed. Thank you for rescuing General Raban. From the bottom of my heart, to behold him now, gaunt and unkempt, it pains me to think of all the hardship he has endured. Papashan. If we are to see stability restored to Ul'dah, we must needs set aside our differences. No more can there be monetarists or royalists. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what the Sultana was trying to do. To get rid of those barriers, those divisive borders between the people of Ul'dah, to get it more united. That's exactly what she was trying to achieve. I had not counted on Prioress Dulala herself appearing. In my defense, my suspicions regarding the Sultana proved more prescient. Much remains to be done, but in rescuing Raban, we have taken a vital first step, towards resolving matters in Ul'dah. We couldn't have done it without you, Leon. Thank you. Hey, it was my pleasure, man. I got to kick that asshole's ass, Ilberd. We got a little bit of payback. We rescued our boy Raban, and we're hopefully another step closer to clearing our names in Ul'dah, so we can actually go back there someday. And not be hunted down. 5-star wanted level and all that shit. To siege or not to siege? Tataru? Yes, General Raban is now in safe hands. What? Another assault? Very well. We shall return at once. Pray notify the Count of our coming. It would seem we face another crisis. The Dravanians are preparing to resume their siege of the Holy See. Ah, fuck again. Though I am loath to abandon the Sultana to her fate, we lack the necessary evidence to act upon Dulala's claims. That being the case, I propose we leave Marshal Tarupin and the others to investigate, and return with all haste to Ishgard. Yeah, you're right. We've dipped our toes into too many affairs now. We agreed to help out Ishgard. Can't just abandon him now just because we're making progress over here with this shit. Okay, I don't say anything different. So we just gotta go then. Let's get back there on the double. The last vigil, I gotta remember that. Dude, it's only here where we get the super ultra fast load times with the warps. Boom! It's gone. Let us hear what the Count has to say. Indeed. Tataru? If you will. Ah, there you are. Sorry for cutting your reunion with General Raban short. I wouldn't have bothered you, but the city's awash with rumors of another Dravanian attack, and Lord Harshfon was desperate to get hold of you. Speaking of whom, he and the others are waiting for you inside, so you'd better head in. Sir? My friend! I thank you for answering our call with such alacrity. As I am sure you are now aware, the Dravanians are once more gathering for war. Master Starcrest, Master Leveilleur, I must apologize for this abrupt summons, but we thought it best to have Mistress Tataru contact you by the most direct means available. When the Observatorium's bells toll, 'tis a warning that cannot be ignored. The Holy See has ordered that we make ready for battle. In case you haven't heard, a band of trappers returning from the west claimed they saw a cloud of dragons big enough to dim the midday sky. Nidhogg's minions gather once more for war. But I would not have you take up arms in another of our conflicts. When first you came to Ishgard, I offered you my protection. If I cannot ensure your safety here, I cannot well accept your aid, much less ask for it. Scions of the Seventh Dawn, you are faced with a choice. To remain in a besieged Ishgard or seek sanctuary elsewhere. I would not presume to influence your decision, but I must ask that you make it swiftly, lest our enemies force your hand.
Shit.
The coming of the Horde spells ruin for Ishgard, but her knights shall fight to the last to shield her citizens from harm. The Observatorium bells have tolled. Either flee this place or make ready for war. I confess, I know not where else you might seek sanctuary, but few places are like to be more perilous than a city under siege. How many dragons would it take to darken the midday sky, do you think? 1,000? More? Too many, at any rate. Yeah, this ain't good. How narrowly did we avoid a grievous miscarriage of justice? Full glad am I that the Fury blessed you with the strength to overcome your foes. Thanks. I don't think it was Alone the Fury, though. What will become of this place? And us? Well, I think that depends heavily on our decision right now. But I won't comment. I forgot to bring this up during the trial, but I guess it makes sense that they have trials by, combat when they worship the goddess of war, essentially. Alone the Fury. Or whatever her name is supposed to be. Though we flee to the ends of the world, 'twould seem that no place in this troubled age is free of strife. True that. Once more the Horde descends upon Ishgard, and once more her weary defenders must take up spear and bow. The Count would have us seek shelter from this storm, but I, for one, grow tired of running. If we are to shine the light of dawn, we must do so in the sight of our fellow man, not bunkered in a hole. What say you, Leon? Or, we can't stay here, man, we gotta run! No. I would stay and fight. Bring it on, I say. We took them on once, we can do it again. Then fight we shall! Let never be said that we abandoned our allies in their hour of need. That's right. They took us in when no one else would, because we thought we were like fugitives all across Eorzea. We gotta return that kindness. Alfie knows way. The choice we make this day may have grave implications for our order. It is only right that Tataru should have a say. Come, let us all meet outside and discuss the path that lies before us. After you, my friend. I'm telling you, again, at this point of the game, I felt very close and connected to Alfino. I was like, yeah, we went through so much in Realm Reborn, and now we're like, still kind of like partners in crime now. I was like, he's been with us for a huge chunk of the main scenario quest, above all the other Scions. For a lot of a Realm Reborn, and now this. So it's like, we're homies, we're bros, we're tight. Tighter than that.
Ishgard cannot well endure another assault. Even should her knights succeed in turning back the Horde, the casualties will be catastrophic.
But what other choice do we have? It's not like we can talk it over with them. Dragons and men aren't exactly on speaking terms.
With certain notable exceptions.
You don't mean Iceheart?
When last you spoke with her, she lamented her crimes, did she not? Then there remains a sliver of hope. If we can persuade Iceheart to act as our intermediary, we may yet be able to convince Nidhogg to abandon his bloody course.
If there is to be a meeting, I would accompany you.
Estinian.
Even with your intermediary, Nidhogg's blood rage may render him deaf to reason. However, the mere attempt may afford our forces precious time to prepare. Of course, you might also consider a more direct approach to ending this conflict. With the power of the Eye at my disposal, and the vaunted strength of the Warrior of Light, we could conceivably slay the beast outright.
If we are to risk a face-to-face meeting with the Dread Worm, I for one would feel safer in the company of the Azure Dragoon. However, I should only turn to your Lance if my words failed to find their mark. Is that clear?
Perfectly. I shall assume that Isart enjoys similar diplomatic protection until instructed otherwise.
Easiest inning, don't kill her
A
yet.
word of advice. Think carefully before divulging the particulars of this plan to Sir Emmerich. 'Twould not do to have the Lord Commander accused of consorting with heretics.
That's true.
Indeed. I thank you for your counsel, Estinian. We shall be honored to have you with us.
I am glad to be of service.
Hey, this is kind of cool. Me and Estinian actually get to work together like we were supposed to before that whole drama with his dad, Albrecht, happened, and... You know. Y'all remember the Dragoon job quest storyline. Me and Estinian were supposed to become partners, but then that all went to shit when Albrecht's hidden truth came out about what happened to Estinian's hometown. We have chosen a difficult road, yet even should we succeed in winning Iceheart to our cause, our plans for parley will swiftly come to naught should the Holy See decide to strike first against the Horde. And one more thing about that, it makes me feel like the writers probably changed their mind about where they wanted to go with the story with Estinian. I feel like they had something completely different in mind with the Dragoon job quest storyline, and then as they got closer to Heavensward's release and everything, when they were working on it, they probably reworked the story and said, let's do something different with Estinian, you know? That's my guess. It feels disconnected. The way Estinian is acting now feels very disconnected from the way he was acting at the end of the level 50 job quest for Dragoon. So I feel like they had a completely different idea for his character. They just completely scrapped whatever they were going to do with him and then completely changed it and made him different because he's just acting very different now. He was like about to lose his shit and go into a rage just over what Albrecht did and everything. And now he's all cool, calm, and collected, and like nothing even happened, basically. We must petition the Lord Commander's aid ere we set forth. I only hope that Sir Emmerich will be willing to muzzle Ishgard's forces on the strength of our vague assurances. Tataru, I would ask that you remain at Fort Tom Manor and inform the Count of our decision. Tell him that the Scions of the Seventh Dawn mean to do all in their power to ensure that Ishgard and her people survive. Yes, sir! Oh, where is it? Forgotten Night. Got it. Maybe that's why it's called that. Damn. You would speak with the Lord Commander? Pray make it quick.
I want the defenses of the Outer Ward rechecked. See to it that the ballistas are in good repair and supplied with enough ammunition for a prolonged siege.
At once, my lord.
Ah, 'twould seem I have visitors. And unlike those messing beyond our walls, these ones are welcome.
It's good to see you too, Emmerich.
Pray forgive us for interrupting you in the midst of your preparations, Sir Emmerich. but our suit concerns the impending assault. To speak plain, we believe there is a chance the invasion might be halted before it even begins. I can divulge little more at this time, but I must nevertheless request that you advise the Holy See to refrain from launching any preemptive sorties whilst we seek to put our plans in motion.
I will gladly lend my support to any endeavor that could spare the blood of my countrymen, but I would know more of the cause you would have me champion. Will you not share aught of this mysterious undertaking?
Know that I have offered my lance to aid in this endeavor. I cannot claim that its success is assured, but our actions should serve to delay Nidhogg's advance at the very least. Which is more than can be said for the ill-conceived counterattack advocated by the sea's more vocal crusaders. They offer glorious death, but little hope of victory.
Aye, their proposal does not inspire confidence. Our resources should rightly be spent shoring up the city's defenses. The Azure Dragoon and the Warrior of Light sallying forth together to face the dread worm Nidhogg. I must admit the mere thought of it does much to dispel my misgivings. Go then, carry out your plan. I shall do what I can for you within the Holy See.
I will say this for your plan. It has made keeping secrets from the Holy See seem almost entertaining. Glad you find this amusing, Estinian. Having secured Sir Emmerich's support, we may proceed without fear of a preemptive Astardian strike, or attack, which is not to say we can afford to dither. History tells us that the Dravanians will attack as soon as their horde reaches a critical size. Before that happens, we must needs track down and win over the Lady Iceheart, and then locate and parley with Nidhogg. In short, time is against us. If you are ready, Estinian, let us be about our task.
Such commotion.
Yes, Your Eminence. The bells of the Observatorium warn of our enemy's approach.
So, the dragons are coming.
Winter is coming.
Let them come, in their hundreds and their thousands. With the divine blade in our hands, we shall rend their flesh and drown the heretics in their master's blood. Even Nidhogg and his foul brood shall be powerless to resist us. And when we have rid the world of their pestilence, we shall turn our attention to our Ascian allies. See that they are suitably rewarded for their invaluable assistance.
If I may, Your Eminence, the Paragons wield powers strange and unknowable. Can we be certain that they will not see through our deception?
We can be certain of naught save the righteousness of our cause. If you would be a true leader of men, you must possess conviction as well as caution. We seek to excise the root of an evil that has blighted us for 1,000 years. The risk is worth the reward.
And what of Estinian and this Warrior of Light? They have plans of their own.
Leave them to their purpose. We must each play the role we have been given. You and your chosen brothers most of all.
For the glory of King Thordan.
Oh shit. His balls dropped hard. The fuck was that? In search of Iceheart. Before we set forth, we must needs inform Tataru of our plans. And I shall await you at Saint Reynet's Forum. Tell your friend we may be some time. The road you have chosen is neither short nor easy. Of that I need no reminding. Come, Leon, let us head back to Forton Manor. After you, my friend. That is one imposing figure. That guy right there. Massive ass sword. Dark ass armor. Very imposing indeed. Our course is set, Tataru. It may be some time before Leon and I return to Ishgard. Well, just you be careful, alright? Oh, and don't worry about me. I'll be busy listening out for news of our lost friends. If anyone can find them, it is you, Tataru. Farewell for now. Oh, before you go, you must put this on, Alfino. I made it specially. No, I couldn't possibly... Very well. Oh, shit! He's got new clothes! That drip, though. That's some swagger right there, Alfino. By the 12. It fits perfectly. And the quality is actually rather good. I'm glad you like it. I've been practicing my needlework while I listen to rumors and the like. A good receptionist is always learning new skills. Do that. My thanks, Tataru. Whatever else awaits me upon the road, I shall not fear the cold. Yeah, now you're actually dressed for the fucking weather. So that's the least I could do. Now I must be getting back to the tavern or I'll never catch up with all the gossip. Best of luck on your journey. Watch yourself out there, Tataru. You got a new hoodie, too. Also, that's something else I forgot to see. So much happened. Something else I forgot to comment on when we first escaped Ul'dah was that Alfino actually was wearing his hood for the first time on his old outfit. Now it remains to be seen if he wears the new hood on his new outfit. 'Tis in the very face of fire and ruin that one must remain calm and collected. True. This new attire will serve me well in the bitter cold of Chrysis. I shall have to thank Tataru properly upon our return. You have said your farewells then? Aye, we are ready to depart. I suggest we begin our search for Lady Iceheart without delay. Very well, but she will prove an elusive quarry. Where do you intend to start looking? In the absence of any fresh intelligence on Azael's movements, I propose we pick up the trail where she was encountered last, the Kurthus Western Highlands. Let us speak with Sir Redwold, was it? As the commander of Falcon's Nest, it is like that he will know if any heretic activity has been reported in the area. Falcon's Nest. Yep. Oh, right. I said I was going to try to demonstrate this. But last time my cutscene didn't let us see it. The Chocobo Ride! Oh, Ishgard's that way. Oh wow, we come from way the hell over here. And then head this way. We actually started like way the fuck over here then. That's interesting. What's up, Redwald? In a minute. Not too long, but... Well, well, Master Starcrest, what business brings you back to Falcon's Nest? Judging by the company you keep, it can be no trifling matter. The Azure Dragoon I know, of course, but I do not believe I have met this young gentleman. Alfino Levier, at your service. And you are not mistaken as to the gravity of our mission, Sir Redwald. As I am sure you are aware, the Observatorium has warned that the Dravanians gather for another assault. We believe there may yet be a way to avert the coming conflict, but only if we can find the elusive Lady Iceheart. Thus have we come to Falcon's Nest in the hope of acquiring the latest intelligence on the heretics' movements. I see. Then you would be best served by speaking directly to my men. A patrol is due to return from its sweep of the surrounding lands at any moment. You may also wish to question the knights assigned to take over the remains of the heretic refuge at Gorgagni Mills. It is possible they have unearthed information that could be of use to you. Master Starcrest knows well the place I speak of, for it was he who first discovered it. Let us divide our forces then. I will stay and await the return of the patrol while the two of you visit this refuge. When I have completed my inquiries, I will join you there. A wise use of our time. Come, Leon. I am eager to learn what Sir Redwald's men have found in the heretic's lair. Damn, that's far. Oh, that's why. I see. See, the route shows this, but when you actually ride the Black Chocobo port, it starts from like over here and does this, like we just saw. It's really odd. Doesn't match the geography. But it's whatever. The music here again, so beautifully sorrowful. Yeah, I'll admit it, there's beauty to be found in sadness. It's weird. I never thought I would say that, but... Perhaps it explains why I'm into tragedies. I prefer dark and sad endings to things than just happy, you know, wrap it up with a nice bow. That kind of thing. Just a simple farmhouse. It makes one wonder what other innocent facades the heretics have chosen to hide behind. Yeah, gotta be careful, man. Motherfuckers be plotting all kinds of shit behind your back. Master Starcrest. Our findings, you say? Well, there is something of a tale there. No sooner had we chanced upon a promising-looking sheaf of letters than we were ambushed from the shadows by great white beasts. 'Twould seem the heretics foresaw our coming and left behind their pets to discourage further investigation. Several of our number were badly wounded. And you cannot carry out your duties until the creatures are slain. We have not the time to wait for reinforcements. Let us deal with these pets ourselves, Leon. We're gonna go kill some polar bears? We were ill prepared for what awaited us at the farmhouse. Forgive me, but until the creatures have been put down, we cannot safely continue our investigation. I gotcha. I was right, polar bears. Oh. Oh dear. The creature took me by surprise. But forgive me. Until my hand stops shaking, I fear I shall prove more a hindrance than a help. Pray go on ahead, and when you are certain that the rest of these things have been slain, notify the expedition leader that it is safe to return. You killed this thing while I was out there talking to that guy? Well, good work, Alfina. Sorry to hear it scared the shit out of you. I'll take care of the rest, so don't worry. See, Midgard's armor is still smoking a blue one. These are the fucks, huh? Alright. Put them down fast and hard. Tame polar bear. Oh, I think it's... yeah, go back up. Alright. All taken care of. I heard a frightful growling from below. You encountered more of the beasts, I take it? Yep. He's scared shitless. Oh shit, Justinian showed up. My inquiries availed me not. The patrol leader had little to say beyond which of his extremities the frost had bitten the hardest. Which of his extremities the frost had bitten the hardest? I mean, that's a serious problem, though, right? The beasts are slain, then? My thanks, Master Starcrest. We may return to our duty without fear of a mauling. Yeah. From one heretic to another. You wish to track down Lady Iceheart, is this not so? The records we discovered ere those beasts mauled my comrades appear to be some manner of correspondence. We had not the luxury of perusing their contents more closely, intent as we were on surviving an onslaught of fang and claw, but I'd wager those epistles contain more than friendly salutations betwixt lonely heretics. My interrogation of the patrol proved fruitless. Either we divine some clue from these letters, or we wander the snowfields and pray that the gods lead us right to Iceheart's door. There's hardly a choice at all. Yeah. I have found some few of these letters. Let us gather a respectable stack and see what secrets the expedition captain can wring from the collected correspondence. Where are these damnable pages? I'd rather battle 2 Avis than continue this confounded search. You're not very patient, are you, Justinian? But then again, I already learned that the first time I tried to work with him, way back then. Ah, the letters were in a neat pile just here. But 'twould seem the skirmish with the beast has scattered them rather thoroughly. Heretic epistle. Well, there's one. There's another. Mayhap there was probably one upstairs in the little stalls or whatever. Did I just say fucking mayhap? God damn it. I'm telling you, you read too much of this dialogue, it starts to rub off on you. You start saying these fucking words out of instinct now. You start talking like them. Well, at least I'll sound a little bit more refined, won't I? The benefits of doing voiceover work for a game like this. Have you recovered much of the Heretics' correspondence? Yes, I have. What appears to be a record of past correspondence held between individuals regarded as heretics by the Holy See. Splendid! Added to the contributions from Master Leveilleur and Sir Estinian, we now have more than a dozen letters. Oh, shit. What have we here, then? That means they found more letters than me. Every one of these pages is a record of the dealings betwixt the Grogny Mills heretics and their fellows in the Akka Alpha Amphitheater. There are requests for foodstuffs, clothing, and all manner of provisions. Iceheart's followers must yet inhabit the ruins we had thought abandoned. So they're still in there. Akka Alpha is taken from the dragon's tongue. It means, roughly, eternal circle. Which is little wonder the heretics thought to return to the place. Where we fought Shiva, for those who don't remember. That's why it was a circular arena. Now it makes sense. Sounding out the amphitheater. Guess we're going back there. The Akka Alpha Amphitheater. The very place where you witnessed the manifestation of the primal Shiva, was it not? If that is our destination, the journey will be long indeed. The amphitheater lies on the other side of a treacherous tract of ice and snow that cannot swiftly be crossed. I guess we're not going to go through Snowcliff again then. Well, that's right, by now the Aetheryte probably lost all its power. It's been too long, so we can't go that way now. We gotta come in from the north now. Then we must place our faith in the Aethernet. As you may recall, our dear friend Moonbrita succeeded in recreating the Akka Alpha beacon after it had been destroyed by Lady Iceheart. At the time, it was assumed that the resultant Aetheryte would only be temporarily viable, but given that the heretics of Grogny Mills seem to have been in regular contact with their brethren at the amphitheater, I'll wager it still functions. Never mind. I spoke too soon. I suggest we make for the Aetheryte within Snowcloak without delay. Correct me if I'm wrong, Estinian, but in the course of mapping the Snowcloak tunnel system, a passage was discovered leading out into the western highlands, was it not? Might it be possible for us to reach the Aetheryte from this side of the wall? Oh, okay, so we're not going back to Central Highlands. It should. House Durandare posted soldiers at the Western Highlands entrance after the tunnels were cleared, but they will not deny us entry. Interesting. Like, where the hell's did I come in from? Who are you? We have begun surveying the warrens from the western entrance, but progress is slow. It would seem not all the rats have left the nest. Okay. Tafino, still in? Estinian? Do you recall the first time you ventured into these tunnels in search of Lady Iceheart? It seems an age ago, does it not? Back then, I still believed myself the commander of the Crystal Braves. Yeah, lots happened since then. What ails our young lord? The moment we arrived at the wall, his face took on an ashen pallor. Does he fear facing the heretics within their own lair? No. He's just remembering better times. When we all still had a little bit more hope in our eyes. Feels bad, man. Wow, it's beneath the ice. The targeting circle. Look at that. The fuck? It's kind of cool. Anyway. Ah, the guests of House Forton, accompanied by the Azure Dragoon, no less. I cannot imagine what brought you out this far, but you are welcome to enter the tunnels if that is your will. Assuming the Akka Alpha beacon still functions, and we must pray to the 12 it does, we shall arrive at our destination in mere moments. Though I do not expect to be greeted by the primal Shiva, we should nevertheless be prepared for a frosty reception. The heretics are not like to rejoice at the appearance of uninvited guests, particularly ones with our history. Yeah, exactly. They're immediately gonna fucking freak out and be like, "Oh shit! Attack!" Anyway, that's my guess anyway. An impressive structure. I wonder how many ages it has endured. Mayhap you should ask its occupants. They seem a friendly bunch. Oh, do they? Dogs of Ishgard, is it not enough that you banish our beloved saint? Will you not be satisfied until the ice is slick with the last drops of our blood? Stay your weapons. We come under the flag of parley. We wish only to speak with your mistress, that we might broker a peace. Do you think us fools, boy? It will take more than honeyed words to earn our trust. You walk with the Dragon Slayer, and we know all too well what he is capable of. My reputation precedes me. Yeah, and in this case, it's not a good thing, man. Maybe we should have left you back there. Shit. They give us little choice. Come, brothers. May dragon wings bear us to victory. Oh! Again, just like with Yuguri. The synchronized bringing out the spear. That's fucking cool. We will not defile this sacred place a second time. No, wait! We did not come here to fight! Waste no more words on them. They are deaf to reason. He's right, Alfino. We gotta fight. It's regrettable, but they're not giving us much choice, dude.
Your god is dead.
We should not have come here as guardians. Oh yeah? Why not? Line them up. You need to be. You're a nuisance. Get out of here. What the fuck? They turn into dragons. I got you, bro. Show him, Mystidian. Frick. They fight like demons. 'Tis death to remain. Demons. Fall back, brothers. Retreat to the cinders. I'm sorry, I don't know why I found it so funny that he said we fight like demons. But basically, he's like... Fuck! I see no sign of Lady Iceheart. Oh, shit. Would that we could have questioned one of them. What would you ask that we do not already know? They make for the cinders, and so must we. Even should an ambush await us, 'tis certain there will be more heretics to question. The cinders, you say? I confess, the name is unknown to me. Mayhap you would be so good as to enlighten us, Justinian? I suspect it is the heretic's way of referring to the Dreaming Dragon, an island of sorts found in the midst of the frozen lake of Ashpool. Some 500 years past, 'tis told that the Azure Dragoon of the Age fought a dragon of titanic proportions. After a savage struggle, the mighty creature was weakened unto the point of death, and forced into a magic slumber by an entire chapter of the Holy Sea's sorcerers. Ere long, a rain of ash and cinders did begin to fall upon the sleeping serpent's motionless form, covering the creature at length in a shroud of grey. Of course, a thick layer of ice has since formed on top of it, but you may be sure I speak true. A fascinating tale. We should make haste to this Ashen Isle. That does sound incredible, yeah. What? You've driven off the heretics? That should certainly ease the minds of our surveyors. Somebody's fishing in the sky over there. I forgot you could do that in certain places, yeah. Oh, so also, this is... Hold on. So this is the other side of Snowcloak then. Let's see the geography. This is the other side of the frozen wall. And... there's the Central Highlands. Yep, Snowcloak was right here. It lines up roughly. From here to here. Also, like I said, this looks kind of weird, but you also have to remember maps sometimes aren't meant to be perfectly, like, aligned with their neighboring little areas. Sometimes they're spread out to make the map more readable. There's a chance that this whole place might actually be positioned a little differently than what we see here. So that the frozen wall, that is Snowcloak, which is right here, is actually, like, literally right there. You see how it kind of fits there? There's a little curvature that looks like it fits. But then again, we did have to use an aetheryte, so it could be this whole chasm right here, this part of their hideout, the heretics. Still, I like seeing how the geography can line up sometimes. But yeah, the movement of the map, that could be why, even though we're leaving from here, we approach from this way with the black chocobo. Anyway. The Dreaming Dragon lies far to the west. Before we approach the Frozen Beast, however, there is another place I would visit first. Oh fuck, I forgot to talk to Alfino. Oh well. I am told the Convictors have set up camp in Twin Pools. Their leader, Jantelot, may have information of use to us. Ah, but mayhap you are not familiar with that name either. The Convictors are dragon slayers, after a fashion, but I am willing to wager that they encounter their fair share of heretics. If we are indeed walking into a trap, I would learn all there is to know of our foe. A sound suggestion. Let us speak with these Convictors, then, and temper our haste with a measure of caution. Get the fish! Get it, get it! Yeah! I guess I'm just gonna keep fishing. It's pretty automatic in this game, right? I hate fishing minigames in any video game, but I had to do it for completion of certain things, like certain things I had to do in FF15. I did it in that game, but I've never fished in this game. I hear it is a lot more passive though. Fishing in FF15 is like Red Dead Redemption 2 from what I've heard. And most other games that feature fishing, it's a very active thing that you do. It's not a passive thing that you can kind of autopilot it, kind of like crafting in this game. You can set up a macro, you know. Put it on autopilot. Oh well, what do we have here? Hoping to join the esteemed ranks of the Convictors, are we? No, not really. The hard-eyed lad looks promising, but you have a frail look about you, boy. I give you 3 days ere the wilds claim your corpse. I beg your pardon? Be not so quick to judge. I have seen this frail youth fell heretics with a flick of his wrist. Look at that flick of that wrist! I'm sorry, I had to. I'm sorry. That was terrible. I know. I'll never do it again. And who are you to question my... By the Fury! That armor. That lance. The Azure Dragoon himself graces our camp. Pray forgive my disrespect, sir. I am Jantelot, leader of the Convictors and fellow strayer of dragons. May I ask what winds, fair or foul, carry you into our humble camp? I love the music. The way they play certain songs for certain cutscenes is really good. You can just tell the production values of this are just way higher than a Realm Reborn. Again, the story flow too. Way better. I feel like Realm Reborn was all over the place. I'm specifically talking about 1 through 50. I only compare the actual games, and then the post games I'll compare to each other as well. But right now, since we're in the leveling part, I guess you can call it, the main patch, whatever, 50 through 60, I'm comparing it to 1 through 50 of Realm Reborn. This flows a lot better. Ah, Lady Iceheart, is it? I know her by reputation, but I'm afraid I've seen naught of her or her people. That said, my own men can be somewhat lax when it comes to making reports. You may wish to question them yourselves. Thank you. We shall. Leon, Estinian, let us make our way to the camp and see what information there is to be had. You got it. Honor, glory, men seek these things in battle. Alas, all too often they find something else entirely. Camp of the Convictors. Surely one of these people will have encountered heretics while out hunting. Pray speak with as many as you can, Leon. Uh-oh. Ah, okay. I'm good. Almost sneezed. Nay, I know of no heretics. Do you honestly expect me to keep track of every... what? Reichmel, Varmon, and Bertonet that wanders in and out of camp? What the hell? What a weird way to say that. Are there any heretics in the area? I have not the faintest idea. Why, a heretic could pass under my very nose, and I should be none the wiser. I hunted dragons, my dear fellow. The big ones. Forever do I scan the skies for signs of my prey. I care not for the miserable creatures that scurry upon the ground. Wow, look at you. Sniper fucking... This guy thinks himself Hawkeye from MCU or something. That fucking bow. And I only go after the best. Wait, what are you doing? Looking out for dragons? Damn. You can only talk to NPCs that have to do with the story, I guess. This guy is freezing. I guess again, because we're in New Game Plus mode, he can't repair our shit. It says he's a mender. Not relevant to this. At least I don't think so. I may have erred in seeking the wisdom of these whelps. Again, not a very patient guy, Estinian. Looking for heretics, you say? Why don't you go and bother Piracat or someone? I have enough trouble keeping these preening fops fed and clothed as it is. It's no business of mine what folk do with themselves out there in the wilds. Alright, lady, a simple no would have sufficed. Jesus Christ. But she did say to come bother this guy, so I'm gonna do that. Excuse me? Something I can help you with, my lord? Heretics, is it? Well, I've never seen one myself, but that ain't to say I haven't heard a thing or two. We would be grateful for any information you can share with us. The gods know we've gleaned precious little from talking to the rest of these people. If it please, my lord, I'm Piracat, a soldier by trade, though not much of one, if I'm honest. It weren't for the love of stabbing folk that I took up the spear, see? No, it was by order of Sir Jantelet's father. Still, as long as they keep paying me wages, I ain't fussy as to what they have me do. Not everyone's as patient as me, though. Plenty of lowborn lads who get pressed into service start grumbling before they've seen their second battle. And once they got to thinking how unfair it all is, it don't take much for the heretics to turn their heads. From what I hear, the simple promise of freedom tends to do it. That may explain how Lady Iceheart was able to expand her following so swiftly. Sad to say, some mates of mine gobbled down the heretics' tripe and asked for seconds. Told me they were off to the Western Highlands to light a signal fire. That's how you let the heretics know you're serious about joining their ranks, apparently. Send up some purple smoke and the bastards come to you. The bastards come to you. Is that so? Why then, I am minded to start a fire. That was the most help we've gotten. The Lord must be a warrior of some renown to keep company with the likes of the Azure Dragoon. Me? I'd be lucky to last 3 heartbeats with some of them big nasty Dravanians. Well, thanks for the help. Now you can help us by going to go help some other motherfucker. We're moving on. I'm not familiar with the building of signal fires, but how difficult could it possibly be? I don't know why I was unnecessarily aggressive. I should have said that to this bitch over here. Purple flame, purple flame. If we are to lure our foes to our position, then we must find a means of producing a signal of purple hue. As it so happens, I once heard the tale of a trapper who dropped the hide of a woolly yak onto his campfire. Aside from the terrible stench, the story was also described in detail how the smoke from the smothered flames was tinged a deep violet. You are a monster hunter of some note, are you not, Leon? It should prove a trifling task for you to procure a number of hides. We may need to burn more than one ere the heretics notice our beacon. Master Alfino, you and I shall gather wood for the fire. Aye, it will take the both of us to find enough dry fuel in this frozen wasteland. Let us meet again at the Dreaming Dragon with the fruits of our labor. Dude's taller than a motherfucker. Sorry I have to do this to you, friend. Look at him, he's just an overgrown sheep. So majestic and beautiful, I have to slaughter it. Sorry, my friend. The sacrifice does not go unnoticed. It goes for a good cause. He's angry! He's angry! Rest in peace, Steve Irwin. That's a tiger. One of the most ferocious predators in the world. I'm gonna go poke it with a stick. You're not exactly dressed for this kind of weather, but then again, neither am I. Bundle up there, Viera. I left Ishgard on a mission of noble purpose, and now here I am scrabbling for sticks in the snow. How can my hands be at once so numb, yet so sore? I know what that feels like, yeah, when you're in the cold. Holy shit. It would seem that collecting firewood is a new experience for Master Alfino. His must have been a privileged upbringing. Have you the hides we need? Good guess, Estinian, you're actually right about that. The bristly hide of a now hideless, yeah. Had to skin the poor guy. Feels bad, man. Poor little yak.
Ah, I should have known it would be you.
Selfless.
Word reached me of a struggle with a small but well-armed band of trespassers. Forgive my comrades their hostility. Few come here uninvited, and fewer still with good intent. Now, tell me why you are here.
They're both correct, but which one would I want to say? Well, let's just speak plainly. We wish to stop Nidhogg's attack on Ishgard.
So, you seek to stem the Dravanian tide with talk? A romantic notion.
She's not amused.
If you but knew the
Actually,
truth,
she is.
the spark which lit the flames of this animosity, you would understand the futility of your quest. Shall I relate it to you? The sordid history my gift has shown me. That which the Holy See has taken such pains to suppress. 'Twas more than a millennium past when an Elezen tribe fought to claim the lands of Kurthas as its home. Unfortunately for them, Kurthas was already home to dragonkind, and they were not inclined to make way for the invaders. Thus did a bloody war begin. A war which might well have rumbled on until one or the other side was exterminated, had it not been for the resolve of a single woman. That woman's name was Shiva. While those around her fought and died, she attempted to parley with the dragons, and in so doing discovered them to be possessed of profound intelligence and reason. The great worm Heavensward in particular so enchanted Shiva that she found herself growing to love the creature, whom her people considered a monster. In the eyes of a near-immortal dragon, however, the fleeting life of an Elezen is as that of a freshly cut rose. Scarce has the flower bloomed before it begins to fade and wither. Such melancholy musings plagued Heavensward, who had found in Shiva an unexpected and beloved soulmate. He knew that all too soon, death would snatch her away from him. Unable to bear the thought of their separation, the maid bid the worm consume her, that their spirits might be entwined for eternity.
Actual Vord. Actual Vord. Alright.
Though loath to perform the deed, Heavensward ultimately gave in to her plea, and soon thereafter the tale of their ill-fated love spread throughout the two warring factions. No more could they raise blade or claw against one another, knowing that the souls of their kin were so inextricably bound. In the days that followed, man and dragon learned to live in harmony, and together built a nation unlike any the world had ever known. For 200 years did this blissful age of peace continue, as it would to this day, had vilest envy not stirred in the hearts of the Elezen. It is said that worms owe their longevity to the boundless reserves of vitality found within their eyes. And 'twas in this belief that a traitorous band of knights deceived their allies of some 2 centuries, and took by force that which they coveted. Nidhogg, he who now stands poised to unleash his wormlings upon Ishgard, was the great dragon who lost an eye to Elezen treachery. And until he prizes it from the hands of the traitor's progeny, no amount of conciliatory words will stay his fury.
You are wrong, Lady Iceheart. Lest you misunderstand, I do not doubt your vision of the past. 'Tis true that Nidhogg greatly desired to reclaim the Eye. Indeed, it was for that very reason that I kept it with me as I roamed the land, attempting to draw him away from the city.
Now he's referencing the Dragoon job quest from Realm Reborn. That is what he was doing.
Good gods!
First time we actually get a look at it.
Until recently, Nidhogg seemed unable to resist its allure and pursued me relentlessly. Needless to say, that is no longer the case. Now, it would seem, he has fixed his attention on Ishgard itself, though he knows full well the Eye does not reside there.
You believe he targets the capital for another reason?
I believe reason has all but left him. Through the eye, I feel much of what Nidhogg feels. And the dragon's thirst for vengeance will not be quenched by aught less than a sea of blood.
If Nidhogg is indeed lost to reason, might we not seek an audience with Hraesvelgr instead? He has thus far shown no inclination to aid in the invasion of Ishgard, and may yet welcome our efforts to broker a peace.
You still believe that a peaceable solution can be found? Very well. I will take you to him. Our road will lead us to Dravania, the homeland of dragonkind. There we shall ascend unto the clouds, where Hraesvelgr resides.
People shake, what the hell's going on? Oh shit! One of our crystals was restored. But why? What the fuck did we do?
Is autumn mist, my friend? I sense the many battles are beginning to take their toll. Rest a while, and should you lose sight of us, Dravania lies beyond the mountains to the west.
Oh, yeah, don't worry, man. This warrior of light shit. That's all.
Curious. The vestiges of thy mistress's blessing are not as faint as once they were.
Even he's surprised by this.
Thy will to succeed grants thee unusual fortitude. But will it be enough?
He's impressed despite the fact that he's the one that took away our power. He's like, shit, he's already getting it back. Dude is determined. It's like, you bet your ass I am, Midgie. I like to call him now, Midgie. What's up, Midgie? He just looks at me. Does this work on him? No, he told me to fuck off. Some flying minions like that, if you beckon to them, they'll land on your shoulder. And you've seen him land on my shoulder. He can't do it. But obviously, he's not going to listen to me beckoning him like a pet. He's just like, feeble human. You don't have any fucking authority over me. We journey to the homeland of dragons, Leon. The scholar within me burns to see the sights I have but read about. As does the child within me, I confess. Yeah, you sound a little too excited there. Be on your guard, warrior of light. With the mistress of the heretics as our guide, we may yet find that we are being led to our graves. I mean, he's not wrong, yeah. Could be a trap. Where the chocobos roam. You are Leon, yes? Pray address me as Izael, if you wish. 'Tis passing strange, is it not, that fate should bring us together thus? Never did I think to walk alongside the warrior of light. But history is full of such unexpected alliances. Shall we make our way into Dravania, then? The chill of the western highlands is unrelenting, and I would sooner be under the sheltering canopy of the chocobo forest. Lead the way. Okay. Straight ahead. The Dravanian Forelands.
Beyond Abalathia's spine, the great mountain range that spans the continent of Aldenard from east to west. Into the deepening shadows of Som-Al, where lies the ancient home of dragonkind. To a land where the soil slithers and the skies seethe with sinuous shapes, they came.
They came. Too bad it's not like my first playthrough. In case you didn't hear me, I just said they came because, you know, sound effect and what he said. But I also said, it's too bad it's not like my first playthrough, though. When I first came here, it was actually daytime and you could see everything. And man, is this place beautiful where you can actually see. But right now, it's the middle of the night and it's foggy as shit, so you can't see a goddamn thing. And the music is brilliant here, by the way. It's quite something. Really beautiful music plays here. But right now, we just hear the quiet version. Bing, bing, bing. This forest was mentioned in the pages of the New Eorzean Geographic. As I recall, the author advised travelers to give the local chocobos a wide berth. According to her, they can be remarkably aggressive. So there's wild chocobos who auto-aggro on us, is what you're saying. Do you sense them, Leon? A gathering of dragons to the west. That must be what he's talking about. We now stand on the threshold of Dravania. The path to Som-Al will take us far to the west, beyond the embrace of the forest branches. It will be a long and demanding journey. Might I suggest that we take our rest at the village up ahead and see that we are properly provisioned? There is a village here? But I thought these lands the sole domain of dragonkind. Why would anyone choose to live in so perilous a place? The wild chocobos. Tailfeather was built by hunters who make their living capturing and selling the beasts. Their leader, Marschamp, is an acquaintance of mine. Being a gregarious sort, he will no doubt welcome our arrival. And he will also possess more recent knowledge of the road we seek to travel. I trust there are no objections? Only to this ceaseless chatter. If we are to meet this acquaintance of yours, let us do it before Ishgard burns. Oh yeah, we're kind of on a time crunch. Sorry, Isabel. Where the chocobos roam freely, huh? Oh, hey, it's her. She's ahead of us. The dancer chick from before. Well, tan my hide and call me Leatherface. We have visitors. A rare occurrence, I'm guessing. Well, they are on the forefront of Dravania. That's, you know, dragon and heretic territory. Of course, not many Iscardians are going to come this far. Oh ho, and if it ain't the lovely Azael. It's been too long, girl. That it has, Marschamp, that it has. My companions and I are on the pilgrimage to Som-Al. Might we stay in Tailfeather a while and prepare for the next leg of our journey? Of course, of course. Stay as long as you like. In fact, I wouldn't suggest leaving the forest at all. the dragons have been absolutely bleeding murderous of late. Forgive me, sir, but I am not sure I understand. Do the dragons not bother you here in the forest? Bother us? Did Azael not explain things to you, boy? You've seen them towering Calum trees all about, haven't you? If you were flying above the canopy, you'd barely be able to see the ground. And as you'd expect, the local wildlife's canny enough to stay hidden beneath the leaves. Which is why the dragons do their hunting elsewhere, and we can do ours in peace. So it's only thanks to the trees, nice, that they can subsist. I see. Thank you for the explanation. You're welcome. Now, I know it won't stop Azael here, but dragons ain't the only things you'll need to keep an eye out for. Especially if you're set on heading west. Good to know. Okay. I am glad to see Marshchamp is doing well. Meant to target Astinian. These hunters scrabble in the shadow of dragons for naught but the love of coin. Greed inspires courage and madness in equal measure, it seems. Nice. I have read widely of the world and its wonders, yet after taking but a few steps into the unknown, I am reminded how much I have still to discover. Yeah, it's nothing quite like seeing it in your, with your own eyes. Anyway, look at this. Beds without mattresses. I guess it's better than no bed at all, but damn. Can you lie on these? I do wonder about that. Nope. Shit. Alright, well. No, not that. Well, it's a good thing we found a place to hang our hats, as they say. Rest up, you know, eat some food, sleep for the night. Because this is where I make my stop to do just that in real life, actually. It's time for me to actually hit the sack, go to bed. So, it's kind of poetic that we found a place like this, right as we reached my time limit for streaming for the night. So yeah, I'll just log out here, keep the immersion, instead of going back to Ishgard, since we're, you know, on a journey, an uninterrupted journey. It makes a little bit more sense to just log out here. We don't get the comfy little music, but it is what it is. Alright folks, you know the drill. Since I'm heading off, as always, I appreciate those of you who came by to watch in person, and everyone watching in the future. I appreciate your support on both YouTube and Twitch. As always, please, I bid you all please, take care of yourselves, take care of each other, and stay safe out there. And until next time, please have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. I'll see you all then. Peace. Ah, this music is lovely. The music outside of this element is even better. We'll hear that tomorrow, though. We'll hear that tomorrow. Alright, good night, everyone.